kind of want to go over this past weekend with those that are interested. And the biggest thing that happened for me was that I actually took a break from social media. Now, why is this important? It's important because it's something that I didn't plan on doing. When I got to Lightning in a Bottle Festival, it was out kind of near Bakersfield, so it was in the middle of nowhere, I guess. And there was no service. You know, you weren't going to get much connection. You weren't going to get much communication with the outside world. And what I noticed was how peaceful that was. And I noticed how great that was because, you know, in the last 4 or 5 months, I've just been really on a push to share, let more people in, get people more, kind of in tune with themselves through social media, that before I never really thought of it as being a tool. And prior, back into November, I hardly was on it. And I was more dealing with the things with my family and my dad with what he was going through. And so to tie it all in together, I really never took a break from it, in the last couple of months. And it was huge for me because I realized how much clarity you can get when you're not so stimulated. And I'm not saying stimulated as in a bad or a good way, but just in a way that things are always, we're always absorbing things. We're always learning. And what I took away by the time I came back yesterday was how, like I said, how peaceful it was to go somewhere for 3 or 4 days and to detach from media, detach from texting, detach from videotaping, taking pictures, thinking of a caption, and just kind of being. And by being able to just be, it gave me a whole new vision because I haven't taken that real long, lengthy time. Now I meditate and do all these things, but in an extent of almost 4 days of complete detachment, and then submersing yourself into something like Lightning in a Bottle, which is a great festival that again, I've never been to a festival in my life, and I needed to go experience some kind of get out of my comfort zone. And I went with a group of friends and my partner Jilly, and it was a great time. And what I also noticed there was how free people were. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because coming back now and kind of immersing yourself back into the 3D world or reality, and whatever you want to call it, is how unfree people are in their everyday life. And I'm not saying just by money or just by their job, but I'm just saying about energy. And that's, again, something that maybe a lot of people aren't aware of how free their energy can be when you're in an environment where there's little stress, few distractions, no expectations, no programming, no media, no, things that just keep us from being our true self. And I think that was a pretty cool lesson to learn. And now coming back into that and coming back to these things and already just having a go-go morning, it's incredible how now that energy has changed again. But it can be used in a good way. And what I mean a good way is, I always think of how many people were at this festival this weekend and maybe by Saturday or Sunday started to get the Monday heebie-jeebies, right? They started to get the, back to work on Monday. Oh, back to my horrible relationship on Tuesday. Oh, how come, gosh, and then their mind starts going, and then all of a sudden they leave the present moment again, where for the last couple days, they were singing, they were dancing, they were smiling, that people were floating in the lake and just laying on the ground and not caring whatsoever about anything. But as soon as that thought comes, we start losing ourselves, and we're still in the same spot, we're just in a different dimension. And I think that's a good way to kind of put it, because so many people travel different dimensions in their life. They go from a blissful, just free caring state when they're listening to music, when they're being in the moment, when they're playing their favorite sport, when they are talking to somebody they love, and in that moment they leave and go to a different dimension, a different reality. Now when they come back and all of a sudden that conversation is over, or the song ends, or that meeting with that person ends, what happens next? Where do they go? Where does their mindset go? And that mind goes back on that hamster wheel, and it starts running and running and running. And so coming back to it here on a Monday, I know, sorry about that. I always say make Monday matter, but how can you make it matter? And the first way you can, make it matter is detaching from the whole Monday. How many times in your life from the moment, since you've been to school, at grade school, all the way up to be having, a full-time job, have you been told, Monday we're starting, don't forget on Monday, that's due, Monday is when your paper starts, or when your big business opportunity is, and we kind of get the big Monday scaries. And that was the first time I came back and realized in my life that I didn't have a Monday scary. I haven't had it in a while, but how come other people I felt at the concert by Sunday were having that kind of anxious anxiety a little bit, right? And I noticed that they were coming back to doing something that maybe they didn't have passion. They were coming back to maybe a financial burden that was placed on them that, when they went to the festival, that financial fear, that stress, that part of their brain disappeared and it obliterated, and because they went to a different reality. And now they come back to Monday, and now that credit card debt is still there, that loan is still there, that relationship with your boyfriend or girlfriend is still on the edge. It's maybe your goals in fitness or in health are just not improving. You're stuck again. And now we come back down to that lower dimension, that lower frequency of thinking. And for me, being able to see that and feel it and experience it, but also keeping that frequency higher up there, I was able to realize, okay, what am I doing that I can help give other people to keep this frequency of living life, experiencing life, enjoying life, having great health, letting go of financial worries, being in the moment, being able to get out of the mind and into your heart and your body. Things that, again, I never knew how to do a year ago. And even a few months ago, I'm always learning. It is very important to find that vehicle for you, to get you out of your head and into your body and into your heart. And again, that's, if you look on my page, I posted a very cool web, and I wanted to talk about that on the next live, was, finding your passion, finding your purpose, what also can help you get paid, and what does the world need. I think those are all 4 things that people are really looking for and really striving for, but don't have that clarity because our mind leaves and then comes back. Our thoughts race and then they quiet. Our actions dictate and then they disappear, and we're all over the place. And so I just want you to take away maybe this on a Monday. Maybe you're watching this by the time Monday's over, or you're watching it Tuesday morning. But don't let one day set your tone for the week. Don't let one day set the tone for a month. Don't let one word that isn't really a thing, Monday, put you in a bad mood. There's millions that didn't wake up today. And it was very, very important for me to experience disconnecting from kind of society and from media and social media and phones and texting for 4 or 5 days almost. Not really replying to anything. Well, I couldn't. I was literally almost, by the universe and God forced me not to. And it gave me a whole new vision and clarity. And it is very important now to share that with you. And, I always talk about things like health, awareness, being your own best healer and all these different things. But at the end of the day, we've got to start taking more accountability for it. And a great way to do that is getting back your sovereignty. And that's getting back taking full accountability. Life does not happen to you, right? It happens for you. The way it happens to you is if you're saying, oh, this was that, but this is this. All of a sudden you're giving your power away. And so making a Monday matter, if you are coming in on Monday and you're still tired, or you're hungover, or you missed your deadline, or you did something, don't blame it on your alarm clock. Don't blame it on, oh, it was my friend's birthday. Take full accountability. Take full responsibility, because the moment you do that, the mindset changes. And now, because you took full accountability, you feel now responsible to go change that. Parents, good example, mom and dad. Do you take accountability for your kids? Are you responsible for your children who are maybe 1, 2, 3 years old and don't know anything about the world? Of course. So if something's going on, you don't blame everything else about your kids. You're the parent. Be the parent of your life, but it's your life. It's just clear cut and simple. The moment you start taking accountability, why do your Mondays suck? Why are you tired? Why are you low on money? Why can't you find a significant other? We point, we blame. And it's so hard for us to say it's all me. And it's all me. And so starting your week, not on that note negative wise, but on a note where I am responsible for today. I am responsible for the week. I'm responsible for my life, for my actions. And the things that I can't control, you just got to learn how to let go of them. Because that's where that freedom is. That's what I did. I could not control my phone. I couldn't control social media. I couldn't control my business, my team. all these other things that I'm invested in. I couldn't control them when I was in the middle of nowhere with no connection. But at the same time, letting go that I couldn't control allowed me to find myself even more and enjoy every single thing that I experienced this weekend. So just wanted to share this little lesson for you. Make your Monday matter. Take accountability for all your actions. Find your vehicle. What are your path to get you to find your passion, to find what you're good at, to find what you can get paid for, and to find what the world needs. Find those 4 things. And for me, straight up, it was this water. And it was the water that I've shared with a lot of you, and not only the health side, but I'm giving tidbits of the business side because I have gotten people out of that Monday scaries by helping them find those 4 quads, that 4 webs. The world needs more water, more clean water. I'm passionate about water and what it can do for you. That's what it's done for me and my family. I love sharing and helping people. I love mentoring people. I love giving people advice. I love holding a safe space for people. I love kind of connecting dots for people, bringing awareness with people. I don't do anything for them. They do it all. I give them the tools to do so. And what can I get paid for? Well, the beauty of it all is the more people I help, the bonus is, yes, they get a new machine, they get better health, they change their water, they eliminate pollution, they can get rid of chemicals, they can improve their health, and then I can walk to my mailbox and get a check of compensation. And to me, that is a win-win, and that's my vehicle. And so I just want to wrap it up there. Again, just a short little video. I like doing these kind of one-off lives, and just kind of, if you're having a sluggish morning, pat yourself on the back. What you're doing right now, you've taken about hundreds of breaths watching this video. You've blinked thousands of times. Your tummy is digesting food you ate this morning because you had food in your refrigerator. Your cells are working. You're hydrated because you drank water this morning. Your brain is thinking. It is alive. It's alert because you were born with a specific intention and purpose. Your heart is beating more times than none to get blood moving and flowing and creating a vessel in your body. You have 2 hands probably to hold this phone up, 2 eyes to see. Okay? I'm sure you could probably hear this message too. And so that alone right there, if you think about those 10 things at least, there are millions that do not have any of that. Now, are you taking full accountability for it? Or are you playing the victim card and having your Monday scaries dictate you the whole week? So take away that key piece, share this, hopefully someone will watch it, make their day, and I'll see you guys next time. Just want to share that tidbit. Make your Monday matter.